So he went back and found a month-old thread and started spurging out at everyone in the replies. Do you know what? I support this, okay? I support Nerd City wrecking these little soy freaks. Retard! That's what I said! Yes, I said it's been poisoned! Oh my god. Listen to what I'm saying! So basically, the long story short is Nerd City released a video about Sniper Wolf. And it was kind of like a bit of a bait and switch because the video was supposed to be about Sniper Wolf. And then it became this like big, elaborate kind of piece about narcissistic personality disorder. And it seemed like that was the point of the video. He wanted to talk about narcissism, but he led it in by talking about Sniper Wolf as like a kind of bait and switch. And so, yeah, I don't know. It was like, I watched it and I just thought this seems a bit overwrought. I don't think it's a problem to like talk about it if you want to, but yeah, the video was just it had a very odd energy. It was like he was trying to make the point. Because the way I look at it is if you want to say that someone's got a mental disorder, say that someone's got a mental disorder, you do you. But obviously, like armchair diagnosis, it doesn't mean they've actually got it. You're just giving your personal, uneducated opinion. But he was trying to kind of argue that it should be acceptable somehow to like make an armchair diagnosis of someone. I mean, yeah, sure. But the thing is, there's a difference between saying someone's a narcissist and saying someone has got narcissistic personality disorder, right? Like you can say that someone is a narcissist and I'd probably, yeah, they seem like a narcissist. But there's a difference between that and claiming that someone has an actual mental disorder because you don't fucking know, right? Like the only way that a mental disorder can be diagnosed is if you actually speak to, if you're a medical professional speaking to the person and are able to make the diagnosis. And mental illnesses also are very kind of like difficult as well, even in that setting. But the thing is, the point for me, what does it fucking matter? Like, call someone a narcissist, fine. But it was almost like he wanted to make out like, well, it's fine to actually claim that they've done, I don't know. It was a weird fucking video. Kind of unnecessary and pointless, excessive, overwrought. Wasn't that big a deal, though. It was just a bit cringe. Anyway, I also covered another thing that happened on his podcast that he does with Colossal is Crazy and whatnot, right? Anyway, in it, he starts freaking out about people in the Discord posting cats. And at first, it seemed like maybe it was a bit of a joke. But no, he actually was bothered about the fact that people in the Discord were posting like cat gifs. And he was saying like, it's not very creative. We use the Discord to get memes and it means you can't see it and stuff. And it's like, bro, why are you spurging out about cats so much? Like, who fucking cares, dude? Very, very fucking, very funny. Very funny. So anyway, just kind of like lol-cal-y type behavior. I actually spoke to Nicholas and Tommy C about him. And yeah, he comes across as kind of quite a harmless guy, but clearly he's got the kind of capability to do stuff that's kind of embarrassing. Oh, there was another thing as well. There was another thing too. Bo Blacks went spelunking by himself. And then in the midst of like a call, Bo Blacks was brought up and he started spurging out about Bo Blacks. And he was like, oh my God, no, I hate that guy. And said a couple of things about him. And then was like, oh, also he went spelunking by himself. And I thought that was dangerous because he posted this cave video. What? Why are you so fucking pressed about Bo Blacks going to some fucking cave? What are you on about? Anyway, I quite like the style of his videos and the way he presents stuff. But clearly he's got like a spurg aspect, right? He's got an inner spurg that comes out with him seemingly at a moment notice. So anyway, for some reason, Nerd City has decided to spread his spurging to Reddit replies. Now listen, all creators have, responded to people on Reddit and stuff and been a bit cringe. But this is like another level, particularly for someone that's as big and experienced as he is too, right? But yeah, got a reply to this month-old comment I left on this sub. And oh my God, this is so fucking funny. Is this considered drama? Okay. So we've got, well, let's just, wait, can we? Can we? How do we? How do we zoom in? Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just need to click on it. I'm being an idiot. Nerd City makes an hour-long video about Sniper Wolf's narcissism. I'm a bit out of the loop on Nerd City. What exactly did he do? Okay. And so this dude, so paging Dr. Downvote is Nerd City. So you can see here, he's like what, one level deep in the comments responding to someone. If you're this deep, close Reddit and go outside as a creator, okay? I promise you, nothing good will ever come from being this deep in Reddit replies, ever, right? We've all been there. We've all thought, fuck it, I'll just respond to this guy. It's not worth it, right? I've learned that myself a long time ago. You're best off just not engaging with these kinds of people because, I mean, they're fucking Redditors. You know, they're subhuman. Their opinion is worth less than nothing, right? The only way as a creator that you should ever engage with these cretins is if there's some way that you can monetize it, okay? So anyway, all I'm familiar with is he got really into NFTs. He made a whole video talking about this huge NFT scam and how these guys were manipulating gullible people into buying low quality, worthless crap. And then he ended it with, and that's why you should all buy my NFTs, which are actually good because I'm definitely not scamming you. I mean, I'm not going to trust a person on YouTube drama to actually give an accurate reflection of what happened. So I don't even know if that would be true. Pizza Detective with a super sticker. Purple Cat, thank you very much for the super sticker. But anyway, this is like a 7 upvoted comment. Who fucking cares, dude? So some retard on Reddit is making a comment about you that's got 7 upvotes. And then he responds, do you struggle with nuance in every subject? It's just all binary to you. What about genders? I bet you understand that spectrum, though. So he's probably got a point there. They probably do understand genders. But it's just such an odd comment to reply to. In a thread with 7 upvotes. Why? Just ignore it. Right? I don't know. I just think this is the kind of thing you want to ignore. Lamau, did your Reddit get hacked? It was actually you. You should be aware posting 14 comments in 20 minutes. Oh my god, so it was a month-old thread as well. So we went back and found a month-old thread and started spurging out at everyone in the replies. Bro, come on. You should be aware that posting 14 comments in a 20 minutes on a month-old thread is not healthy behavior. Tell your wife you love her or something. I'm sorry, I think your NFT is lame. Fucking hell, dude. So that's actually him. I'm here, moi. Nonsense word salad lie. What a ridiculous and bad faith summary of his body of work. More next time, loser. I wish you weren't lying and you actually felt discomfort. How can I increase your actual... Okay. Why is YouTube drama a Marxist cope fest? Fascinating. I mean, he's not wrong that it is very woke and progressive over there. But why on earth would you argue in a fucking month-old thread with a bunch of Reddit spurgs? Go live and mock them on stream. Actually, you know, make some money out of it at least. But, you know, getting on their level. Like, you know, if you make a YouTube video, you are immediately putting yourself a level above a fucking Redditor because they're just text on a screen then, aren't they? Dude, why? It's just such spurgy lolcow behavior. And there's more apparently. What's the guy's name again? Paging Dr. Downvote. Let's have a look and see if we can find these comments. Paging Dr. Downvote. I can't type properly. People. Here we go. Got it. I barely post on Reddit nowadays. Used to back in the day. Used to do my shilling back in the day. Oh my god. Dude, he's put... I've not even shown you this thread yet. What is this? Bro! Yo, what is this?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
There's no way. That's crazy. Look at all these fucking responses, dude. They just keep... It keeps going. 3 days ago. I'm letting the liars know I found their little liars club. Holding it accountable, one might say. He was at it for days. Okay. Okay. So here we go. So paging Dr. Downvote 2 years ago, responding to a thread. Whatever the fuck this is. Oh, was that in posting on Pyrocynical? Oh, this is posting about Pyrocynical. If Pyrocynical was a woman, Sniper Wolf stole her life, and then here we go. So this is where we get into it. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see. Okay. Why is YouTube drama a Marxist cope fest fascinating? Watch Joe Rogan without it being pre-digested and repackaged onto a political take is considered a crime. That's so funny. I mean, I think we can get the gist of what he's responding to. Do you struggle with nuance in every subject? It's just all binary to you? What about genders? I bet you understand that spectrum, though. How can I increase your actual pain? We saw that. More next time, loser. What ridiculous and bad faith summary of his work. I've got to see what that's in response to. Wait. How do I see...
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Dude. Hey! Thank you for the $2. Good old Jordan. Hitler was actually a cool guy. He didn't want to win World War II Peterson. Oh, slow down, guys. To be clear, he wasn't talking about himself in the third person. He was talking about Jordan Peterson, okay? See, this is the problem, is like, I agree with some of this stuff, but I just don't think you should be responding on fucking Reddit doing this. You know, have some self-respect as a creator. Do a stream about it, or make a video yourself responding to the things that people are saying. It just puts you in a much better position than, you know, whatever the fuck this is. And now people are going to come along and they're going to look from the outside and they're just going to think, you look and act like a total freak. Why are you doing this? You mean you get the pleasure from endless purification until there's no one left? All your friends, all your family, then you, gets liquidated for an ideology. That's where this leftist revenge drive takes you. Glad you already like the Reddit version. Good on you for having not lost your mind into this herd think brainwashing completely, but you're asking for the herd to re-gaslight you. Just keep thinking for yourself. Don't look for consensus from a mob. Okay, wait a sec. We'll come back to this. What's this? Timestamp 5337.
Guys.
Okay, thank you. So this is about J Station. 5735.
Why would you think I need that? Use a pen.
So there you have it, the very first person to document themselves selling their soul at 3 o'clock.
Anyway, it was legally binding, so I gave him what he asked.
In part 2 of this series, we'll see what extremes J Station is willing to go to get fame and money, and what he'll do once he has it. This story isn't over, and it gets a lot worse. All of my skills came from the devil. I made a deal with the devil.
Okay.
This is
Honestly, this is the thing about this guy, right? Is in his videos, very polished, very professional, comes across really well. Seemingly, I mean, people are saying it's a great video. It looks good. You know, I'm watching this thinking, I'm not going to watch the whole thing because it's like not really relevant particularly. Now, I'm like, damn, I actually would consider watching this. Very, very high. He clearly is operating at a high level here. But then he's a total spurg. And he's responding to Reddit threads. He's complaining about cat gifs. You know, shit like that. What's going on here?
This is no way to write a... I mean, it's not sanitary.
Indeed, trading your soul for fame and fortune with a blood oath is one unhygienic and costly exchange, whereas I will offer you no less than 5 dirtier deals that can be done dirt cheap. Number 1, subscribe to Colossal is Crazy and enjoy perhaps the gnarliest commentary channel on YouTube while it still exists. The bots have already found it. 2, new shirts at nerd.city, including the former
music's great as well.
merch that we have legally made.
Big
our
fan
own.
of the music in this
3,
stuff.
4 degenerates, including Clown and Nerd, have begun to belch out regular podcast content. Subscribe to Clown and Nerd have begun to belch out
Honestly, after looking at that Pyrocynical stuff recently, I'm a bit like, I don't know, man. It's quite distasteful to me how it's just become a big joke when it's so obvious that Pyrocynical, like, was just, I mean, at the absolute best, Pyrocynical was just desperately messaging anyone that would listen, talking about his furry fart fetish porn shit, right? At absolute best. That's the best case scenario. So he was negligent in, you know, checking anyone's age. And it's possible and arguable that he maybe did know of the age and then lied about it after. But obviously, we can't confirm that one way or another. Pyro did win. Yes, Pyro won. But absolute landslide, managing to slither away from having to, you know, face what... I mean, and dude, it's... Oh my God. Turkey Tom got so fucked over that. It's crazy. Yeah, well, they're all friends. What are you going to do? I don't know. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, right? It just seems so crazy to me. I mean, Big Bungie really hit the nail on the head recently when he put something out and was like, how the fuck did this dude get away with this? It's like, yeah, good question.
regular podcast content. Subscribe to TBH on YouTube, iTunes, Xvideos, DeviantArt, the Motherless, wherever it is they're keeping their files. Unfortunately, the tryhards are coming back again too. And this time, instead of researching big butts on Instagram or slapping them onto merch, our own resident idiots have been diving into the buttholes and butt coins of the tokenized asset community. They're clearing a path through the good and the bad with their typical messy educational enemas.
I think artistic talent is worth something, and I've been an advocate for supporting artists in the past. But money can also bring out the worst in people and be an incentive to make bad art.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The recent trend of commodifying digital assets on top of a speculative cryptocurrency has been accompanied by people acting irrationally angry or suspiciously happy. We've seen mind-boggling valuations of objectively low-effort art and collages of stock 3D assets. Those high prices are meant to get attention, both for the underlying tokens and the people.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't really have a problem with NFTs in and of themselves, right? The problem was always the hype around them and stuff, you know? And it's like, it's a solution looking for a problem to solve. But fundamentally, you know, if you've got a fucking image and you're like, I'm going to sell you a unique point in the blockchain that identifies this image as being yours with a blockchain or whatever it's supposed to be, and someone's like, yep, I'm willing to buy that, then that's a fair exchange between two people. And they can have that agreement to do that between themselves, as long as there's no mis-selling, as long as there's no promotion of it as a investment or something like that. And I do think there is obviously the argument about the artists, and it is true that NFTs did help a bunch of artists make a shitload of money way back when, you know.
who own them. And in response to that, there have been strong opinions coming from credible and persuasive people.
NFTs are a pure scam.
On the one side, you'll find a lot of salesmen, people who made their fortunes as early adopters of technology, saying get in and buy now because this is the biggest opportunity of your lifetime.
It's the biggest technology that has ever happened in the history of life, outside of things like fucking fire, and like the printing press is the one that I keep going back to.
Meanwhile, others focus on the failures and the limitations of the technology, as well as their dim view on humanity in general.
Getting rich is all that matters.
They don't care about the average artist.
The dystopian possibilities now seem glaringly obvious, and the worst type of projects remain the easiest ones to find. But what else does the public deserve to know? What's outside of the spotlight that's redeemable and being done with integrity? We're taking a balanced...
Music, the editing, it's just spot on, isn't it? Just absolutely incredibly put together video, but he's just a total fucking autist outside of that.
And critical, but ultimately constructive approach towards the current problems of tokenized collectibles. The goal is to figure out what can be done better, or at the very least, to demonstrate some ways these trends can move in a more positive direction.
To say all NFTs are equally harmful for the environment would be a lie.
We're going to share an inside view of a lot of different types of experimental projects. Some are by us, and some are made by others. Many of them are free, and are collectibles that you get just for paying close attention to our videos or for being in the right place at the right time. Some of them aren't free, and we're going to do our best to make them useful and unexpected and something that people can enjoy. I think whether they work or not, it's going to be an interesting series.
So, to get the party started, here's the first digital trading card of yours truly, which features my own commemorative rat tail that you were given far too brief of a chance to admire in this very video. The whole set will include less notable people than me and be given away free by Nerd City. These clean collectibles will reside off the mainnet and on an L2 to save the earth from
This is
evil
great.
crypto.
These concepts are tricky, so if you have no idea what any of that meant, I invite you to stop by our Discord and ask.
I just said about Pyrocynical. I just said. Yeah, I think it's kind of insane that dude, you know, at best was, I'm not going to repeat myself. I just said it. Roll it back 10 minutes if you want to hear my take.
Some questions.
The community at discord.gg/DAP is working together to keep it a welcoming place for education.
Our doors are open to people from every background and all walks of life,
including creative, easily distracted adults who like to learn and who never really grew up. What's that?
What's this? What am I looking at here, dude? Oh my god.
Mr. B6000. Oh.
Mr. Beast sponsored this video, and he paid us in burgers.
He pledged 2 Mr. Beast burgers per day until we finish our series of collaborations. Well, he doesn't realize what a mistake he's made, because we'll work on this video forever. Thank you, Mr. Beast, for the lifetime supply of hamburgers! That's a whopping 5 things to do, but all the links are listed and pinned below, so smash like, subscribe, hit the bell, and leave this tab open.
Damn. What an accomplished creator. Hey? Bo Black's never got to get an NFT because he got banned from the server for going in a cave. We talked about that earlier. Classic Bo Black's moment. Spurg versus Spurg. But yeah, I mean, again, it just kind of just to speak on the NFT thing, it's completely unreasonable to act like that, dude. NFT sale number 1. Guys, I'm selling an NFT. I'm selling Chud FTs. And it is basically an investment. It's going to go up in value. Lots of interest in this. If you get this now, get in early when it's low on the fucking totem pole. And then as time goes on, you're only going to make money from this. Okay? Bad. Wrong. Possibly, you know, well, I don't know if it would be a crime. Maybe you could get criminalized for that, of fraud or something. I don't fucking know. Anyway, that's bad. NFT sale number 2. Hey guys, obviously there's lots of commentary on NFTs, good and bad. We're doing some cool collectible things that are available if you want to get them. different. Not really a problem. Not really an issue. That's fine. So I don't really think it's fair to claim that he's doing an NFT scam when he's just saying it like it seems to be, you know? I mean, you know, whilst I'm not going to watch it now, I do think that I'd be interested in that video otherwise. Are these on sale now? I mean, it's a bit underwhelming, isn't it? I mean, this is pretty fucking underwhelming. $26 owners. Oh, wait, hang on. It zooms in. Okay, no, that's pretty cool. Okay. No, actually, that's pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's this movie ticket one? Does that do anything? Do something! Do something! No. Dude, what the fuck is this? Okay. Anyway, yeah, the NFT stuff is, I don't really care that much about it. As long as he's not selling it as an investment, yeah, it's no big deal. Oh, wait, hang on a sec. Isn't this the one where you've got a default frame and it applies different things? So I can buy now. How much is 0.04 Ethereum? It's like the monkey thing, isn't it? Oh, yeah, that's true. He did. Yes. I remember Nicholas Diorio had one of these, didn't he? Nick was oh, was he? Oh my God, what a retard. How much did Nicholas spend on it? Uh-oh. Did he think something was going to happen? Stupid. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know where the Diorio one is. Collabing with the mainstream video essay channel is real made-up crime to try and smear a nice family guy over Lois. I'll do it after a few days of next upload. Now that I know where all the lies are coming from, I found your little termite nest. Yeah, this guy is just posting cringe on Reddit, basically. God, it just goes on and on. This guy was fucking arguing. On and on and on in the fucking Reddit. A month-old Reddit post about your video. I think that Nicholas and Nerd City... I don't know. I don't think Nicholas hates Nerd City. I think he just thinks he's a bit cringe. It's just fucking endless. Oh, okay. I'm very disappointed with how it all went down. Oh, wait. Hang on, what's this? This looks like it could be about the NFT thing. Oh my God, look, we're getting updates on the NFT thing though. What's your opinion on NFTs now as opposed to a couple of years ago? Has it changed at all? And if so, what was it that changed your mind? And if not, what solidified your opinion? I'm very disappointed in how it all went down. 99.9% of the early PFP artists who rushed in were scammers. I knew it would be bad and documented that, but it was even worse than I thought. Meanwhile, in one-to-one pieces, it's way better and healthier than anyone has documented yet. The animal avatar shit in the punch bowl for real... The animal avatar shit in the punch bowl for real artists, and it's all people can remember right now. The talk about people freezing due to NFT bros or green blockchains somehow ruining Earth can be easily debunked. Yeah, I think that the thing is people focus on like the monkey art stuff and things like that. But I've actually seen some NFTs, which are not the kind of like default image thing, that are like kind of cool animations and stuff like that. And I can easily see, like, yeah, you know, you want to throw the artist a bone, you want to buy a piece of work from them and do it in a way that gives you a sense of it being unique. I think that's kind of, you know, pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. I think people focus on the 1,000 monkey PFPs or something like that. But, you know, like it's 2 points really. One is buy like a unique piece of art, right? You support an artist, buy a unique piece of art, and do it on the basis that you're going to own it, not that you're going to get value out of it by selling it later. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The Bored Ape stuff just turned it into an absolute fucking shill fest. And people were like, oh, wait, hang on a sec. Are you telling me that I can set up a store and just have a fucking AI or whatever bang out 1,000 different images that look slightly different, and I can make thousands of dollars? Sign me the fuck up. Yes, please. Where do I sign? Right? NFTs became a second gold rush, just like the cryptos before them. When people are desperate to try and make easy money, there's going to be people taking advantage of that. I have limited sympathy for people that actually fall for those obvious scams. If it sounds true, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Yep. True. Anyone disagree? See, this is the thing. Some of these comments are fine, but it's just the format he's doing it is crazy. So, you're a conflict addict and you love to see the smearing of reputations, but not for actual moral reasons, just literally anyone with more power than you, for misstepping the moral relativism of the hour. I hope you grow out of that aimless, selfish headspace quickly, for other people's sake. That is a self-own. Every time you wimps say this, I'm supposed to feel lower for even seeing your post. Just be quiet if you're starstruck, darling. Is this guy secretly based? Has he passed the Rubicon of cringe, lolcow behavior to maybe become a bit base? Some of the stuff he's saying, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm kind of with this. Because the thing is, as much as I still think it's retarded, these people on the YouTube drama subreddit are the things that he's saying that they are. And I think if someone is willing to get down to their level and give them some shit, I'm all for that. Okay? Critical support for Nerd City in his war against the cringe Redditors. You were here. I agree that this subreddit is abnormal, but at least getting attention is my job. Brought up trans people. One track mind you all have. Isn't that one of the main frames of reference in this sub? What would the problem be? What would be the problem with mentioning trans exactly? I mean, yeah, he's kind of based. Anyway, you get the gist. So he just endlessly argued with the subreddit, right? Anyway. Then subreddit drama subreddit also commented on this as well. And guess what happened? Nerd City also appeared in this thread.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Yo, thanks for the $2. You don't go into the zoo, you point and laugh. A month ago, a video from Nerd City was posted in r/YouTube drama. Today, the YouTuber himself shows up in the month-old thread to defend himself. It goes as well as expected. So, Nerd City, YouTube with nearly 1 million subs, gets over 1 million views on nearly every video. Drama YouTuber, he makes long videos on YouTubers he does not like, and the internet also generally not like. Most of the time, he was quite well respected in the YouTube community, but lately he has become more of a background character due to his efforts focusing on other things, like right-wing politics and NFTs. Is this dude a right-winger? Anyway, a month ago, Nerd City made a video about Sniper Wolf, which got us posted on our YouTube drama. The comments in general were pretty negative of Nerd City, talking about his views on NFTs and such. Then he shows up. Naturally, a fellow popcorn enjoyer posts this bizarre appearance of Nerd City on YouTube drama. And then he responds to that. But then I think he responded to this as well, didn't he? Like, he's responding to everything about him on Reddit. That's not fucking... That's Dr. Downvote. Okay. That's actually Dr. Downvote, his alter ego. Insane behavior is thinking you can lie in a public forum with other cowardly people tittering word salad exaggerations and not being held accountable. I kind of agree with him. This is the problem I've got, is I think it's cringe, but I kind of agree with the guy. Link the post, please. If this is real, fucking insane behavior, genuinely sad to see. If you're reading this, define Marxism genuinely. Want to know what you're going to say, Lamau. Contrarian chud. I mean, being a contrarian isn't a bad thing if it's like, I'm not being a contrarian. Like, do you not think it's fucking insane, right? That you get these complete freaks that can just say shit, right? And they never get fucking held to account for it, right? All you can do as a creator is ignore them. That's the best thing that you can do, because you do just come across as a spurg when you actually try and engage with them. But like, if they were to come on the stream to actually argue their perspective and give their take, they'd completely crumble and they wouldn't fucking be able to do it, you know? It's like they fucking chuck stones from the safety of the keyboard, but never can actually engage in a conversation about it without looking retarded. Like, I'm not saying that you should do this, to be clear, right? Like, this is genuinely like lol cow type behavior. But yeah, you should, you know, it's just kind of insane that these people just say whatever insane shit they want. And like, it's like, no, you're wrong, you're lying, you're full of shit. It's just make a video about it rather than go and fucking fight deep into the comments. Like, this is the part I agree with. Insane behavior is thinking you can lie in a public forum with other cowardly people tittering word salad exaggerations and not be held accountable. So this is the part I kind of agree with, but I don't think replying on Reddit is holding them accountable. I think that you're just kind of putting yourself down on their level when you've got a platform to shit on these freaks. So do that instead, you know? Like, think about Brainy Biscuit, right? Brainy Biscuit was fucking lobbing rocks from their position as a YouTube drama subreddit moderator, right? And they could ban you for dissent and stuff like that. But the moment that fucking Nicholas Diorio started to fucking call that retard out, all of a sudden they were crying bloody murder in Nicholas's DMs, right? That's how these freaks are going to get to fucking know, is make a video about them and call them out by name repeatedly, you know? Call out their Reddit username repeatedly and all that stuff. And it's a much better way of doing it, you know? These threads are big enough now that I'll keep coming and kicking your asses like my enemies until one of your mods starts censoring me. Jesus Christ. Okay, I prefer new Reddit. Controversial, I know. Link the post, please. Oh, wait. Never mind, he's more of an observer type. But if you reply to a post that old, there's a non-zero chance he's searching for posts about himself specifically. I searched for a tweet about Game of Thrones I made and found this club of coordinating liars. I treat people how they treat me. If you're respectful, I'm respectful back. Okay. Okay, why do people... New Reddit is far superior. But this is just one-line stuff, so I'll just read it off. What the fuck is Nerd City doing here? I'm letting the liars know I found their little liars club. Holding it accountable, one might say. This is unavailable. Nothing. People are using proxy nitpicks and making shit up to try and explain what they're really bothered by, which is this feeling of disconnection from reality. Due to how far left and extreme and vengeful they feel now. I'm the same as ever, and my videos better than ever too. Get a grip, guys. I went through his page for a little bit, and I think it really is him. It's really weird too. Maybe he forgot to log into a burner account. Some of the mental health laps. If it's the former, I hope he's okay. Even if he's a weird right winger, NFT fan 3000. No, this is my main. Why are you all so surprised? I used to use Reddit all the time. You can't lie about me in public and not potentially have me notice and kick your ass in 30 seconds. I always do this. Oh, dude. Like, this is the thing for me. Okay, just to clarify, cringy, spurgy, lolcow behavior to go onto Reddit and reply to people. Okay? However, it is kind of insane to me that these people can spend all their fucking days on Reddit talking their shit, and then, you know, they're like, oh, you're coming to Reddit to fucking reply? Yeah, motherfucker, what do you do all day, you little freak? You're sat on Reddit yourself. Talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Shut the fuck up. You're sat on Reddit, you know, making shit up about creators you don't like and calling them right wing. Do you know what? I support this, okay? I support Nerd City wrecking these little soy freaks, okay? Right? I think, I really am looking at this now and I'm thinking, no, fuck these people, okay? He's getting down into the mud with them and scrapping with them. Based. Yeah, tell these freak what's fucking what, okay? I hope he's okay. Like, he's just doing what you do, posting on Reddit. That's it. Yes, he should make a video, obviously. I agree with that. That would be the optimum thing. But fucking hell, man. These people are insufferable. And it's endless with these people. You know, I just operate off a different concept. I think that going onto your own platform and shitting on them is funnier and you make money that way as well, okay? But like how much do you have to fucking take of these freaks saying shit about you, dude? Randabelly, you little fucking freak, okay? I mean, I don't really have any quarrel with these people personally. I mean, I'm sure that, you know, they've all got soy retard takes, but yeah. You support him soying out. This is like having a beef with some maggots. Okay, Peeping Sam. Good point. However, right, what would you do? Like, if one maggot, okay, fair point. If there was 20 maggots on your leg, having a little munch on your leg, what would you do then? Would you ignore that? Or would you fucking try and brush them off? Hey? All I'm saying is, eventually, with enough how many maggots need to be eating away at you before you decide to take action? In fact, while I'm still busy, he is busy posting comments, even if they don't show up on the subreddit yet. Did he respond to this? I guess we can find out. God, I cannot. How do you guys? You guys have got nostalgia brain. Like, this is much better, much easier to read. Wait, what is this? Wait. Oh my God. Nicholas Diorio, again. What are you... He gets fucking everywhere. Hey? I tell you what, he's busy tweeting, redditing, all this shit, okay? Release the fucking tipster DMs, bro. We're all waiting over here. Come on, give us the tip 10, dude. I would advise just disengaging from YouTube drama entirely and just laughing at the stupid posts from afar. Yes, exactly. That is my kind of thought process too. It's a drama subreddit for people who hate YouTube drama, and the vast majority of discourse there doesn't reflect the things people are actually thinking, talking about, just my true sense. And just to be clear, I don't mean ignore all criticism, just them. Okay, some sense from Nicholas there. So yeah, he did respond to that as well. Okay, dude, okay, wait, okay. Obviously, there's little bits and pieces here. What the fuck is this? Okay, we've got to read this. This is crazy. Hi, Nerd City here. A Discord mod linked me to this thread, so I'll reply. I've used Reddit for a long time. I owe a lot of my success to old Reddit. Many of my videos did well on r/videos, or even reached escape velocity into r/all. And with that came lots of 2,000-word Yelp-style Reddit posts criticizing not just my videos, but even my face and my voice whenever a video did well. That comes with the territory, and I'm no stranger to how this site works, or even to reading a range of other people's unfriendly opinions. But what does really bother me is lying and getting things wrong on purpose. And if you watch my channel, that statement shouldn't come as a surprise. So, okay, 2 videos ago, I did an interview featuring Azzyland, where she revealed that for the better part of a decade, Sniper Wolf and her fans... Also, here's another thing I think you need to realize about this, okay? If you're normal, I think it can be easier to brush stuff off and to ignore stuff, okay? I think if you've got like autism or some sort of stuff like that, I think that that's going to lead you to see stuff like this and it's going to be totally impossible to ignore. No, it's normal. The term is normal. The term is normal, okay? That's what we're going with. If you're normal, if you're non-retarded... So I think that, you know, this is where the term the Spurg thing comes from, right? I think it's like, yeah, this is it. This is the Spurging we're talking about. Anyway, because I do think that he is autistic, right? I'm not making that up. He's like apparently a genuinely autistic dude. 2 videos ago, I did an interview with featuring Azzyland, where she revealed that for the better part of a decade, Sniper Wolf and her fans have been lying about her and running a non-stop smear campaign claiming that she stole video titles and thumbnails. Anyone on Earth could just look up the dates and see the situation was in fact the other way round, and yet almost nobody did. Those who did were shouted down for disagreeing. Since it was also easy to disprove, as he was certain most people would know it false, so she never stood up for herself. But the false rumours spread more and more, and her own YouTube comments became overrun with increasingly angry accusations. Okay, Stylo's got a difference of perspective. Let's see what he's got to say. I disagree about getting in the muck with these cretins. They're in the henhouse all day clucking and henpecking. And finally, the fox has come along, and they're all upset. Everyone should do this. It's tough, man. I don't know, dude. It's too spurgy. It's too spurgy to get this much into it. I just think respond on a platform, respond on Twitter, right? I think getting into the muck is... I mean, that's a personal preference. I guess the way I look at it is this. For me, I personally would rather just post on my Twitter if I really wanted to, or talk about it in a video, right? But I'm not gonna act like this guy is, if not a bit spurgy, is completely unreasonable. Like, I don't think it's like that. I don't think it's as unreasonable as people are painting it out to be, that someone might look at this and be like, hang on a minute, you're talking absolute shit here. I'm going to talk my shit back, you know, on the platform that you're doing it on, you know? So yeah, I guess that's kind of how I see it. Wouldn't do it myself, but I've got, you know, some sympathy for, you know, for this. And also the points he's making are pretty salient, you know? He's making salient points. Anyway, come on, let's get through whatever the fuck he's... Since it was also easy to... Okay. False rumors spread more. YouTube comments came overrun with angry accusations. All based on a stream of lies from Sniper Wolf, a YouTuber with 32 million subscribers. I believe Sniper Wolf was counting on the notion that she would never speak up and reveal the truth herself. I logged into Azzyland's YouTube studio and saw the scope of the harassment campaign with my own eyes. There was page after page after page of smears and even death threats. A keyword search would bring up 10,000 examples of lies just in recent weeks underneath her most recent videos. The scale of that malicious misunderstanding... Oh yeah, sure. I mean, this is insane. Like, you can't... Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous. It's like, I'm getting fucking bored already reading this, and I'm kind of somewhat interested in it, let alone someone that doesn't fucking care about this, right? People are not going to read your long screeds. But in a video, you could probably do this in about fucking 3 minutes. You could say this in 3 minutes, and people are probably going to listen to that more so, right? Keyword search for 10,000 examples of lies just in recent weeks underneath recent videos. The scale of that malicious misunderstanding had become so big that I struggled to even screenshot it or to convey it on a screen in my own video. In hindsight, Azzy regrets not correcting it and standing up for herself. I agree that she should have fought back immediately. I'm a different type of person than her, and what I do know is I'm not afraid of bullies or confrontation. And something new has started against me recently. False accusations from bullies with an ideological agenda and a weird axe to grind against all people who use crypto. Even the summary in this very thread is worded in such a way that the same manipulation tactic is being revealed again. I haven't become a background character on YouTube due to my involvement in NFTs or because I'm becoming an extremist. My views are within a normal range in YouTube's analytics and politically. The interview I mentioned above was covered by many other YouTube channels, from Critical to Umperville, to Swoop to Kavos, to Pyrocynical to Internet Anarchist. People who probably have very different political leanings and backgrounds. Just like Asian plagiarism, anyone can look up and see that video was not reduced to background static due to politics. But yet here I am in the unflattering position of being the only one to indicate that myself. One thing the azzyland situation revealed is that most people reading lies you typed probably won't read them carefully or think critically for themselves. They'll just take it all at face value or go on to repeat it in an even more distorted way. At this point, I think defending yourself against a bad faith mob is underrated. People are so afraid now to reveal that they're annoyed by trolling, you mad bro, that they let people say whatever they want about them. I don't respect liars, and I'm not afraid to say that to their face or to reveal the priorities I have that I really do care about. What I suspected, and 2 days ago I found out for sure, is that liars who are seeking safety in numbers really don't like it when you zoom in and notice them one by one. I mean, dude, God, this massive diatribe is fucking gay. But, I mean, he is right. Like, he is correct. Like, it's one of those annoying situations where it's like, I do kind of agree with what he's saying here. It's not that serious, bro. I don't know. Yeah, but it is. It is for a creator who puts a lot of fucking stock in their videos, isn't it, you know? Like, obviously he takes it seriously and he gets annoyed with people doing this. I don't know. I'm really in two minds about this. It is you know, very difficult when someone is spurging out, but when in the spurging out, I'm like, okay, I can see where you're coming from, you know? It's like if someone was in the middle of a restaurant freaking the fuck out, right? And you found out that it was because there was a little bit of shit in their food. You'd be like, okay, you're, you know, obviously going pretty extreme with it. Like they were flinging plates around, and going, oh my fucking God, I can't believe this. Grabbing people, shaking them, going crazy. And then you're like, fucking hell, that guy's freaking out. What's he doing? What a fucking loser. And then you're like, oh, he's found out he's got a little crumb of shit in his food. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can kind of see where he's coming from, to be honest. Right? Okay. The drama subreddit is a safe space for smearing reputations and dogpiling people who will never show up and set the record straight about anything. And so when I rapid fire replied to everyone talking about me, they were flustered with how irregular that was. Most of them instantly shifted the goalposts from these stupid lies they were marketing to each other into the fact that I was reacting at all, or trying to pretend I was criticizing trans people, or that I should have better things to do with my time. Me reading their thread and caring about any lie, that's the real problem, you see. How convenient. Absolute cowards, man. What I care about is artists being able to support themselves and being able to do what they want to do in a day instead of what other people want them to do. And the more I researched the debacle that was the NFTs during COVID-19, the more I was referred to a certain handful of videos that were in fact made by Marxist or Marxist-inspired creators. I say this not from guessing, but from their own words. Hey, thanks for the $10.
People seeing creators of perceived higher caliber behaving like a lowly degenerate tend to be taken aback. It could go either way. Either he's like us. Or oh wow, he really is unhinged, isn't he?
Thank you very much for the $10. I say this not from guessing, but from their own words and the way they describe themselves, and from talking with people who repeated their arguments to me, I found out that most people who repeat the distortions in those videos actually don't realise those were Marxism-infused critiques. I mean, I think, yeah. Like, what's that guy? Dan Olson. Yeah, folding ideas. I mean, I think that is just correct. Dan Olson is a leftoid guy, right? Well, I think I don't know if he's, I think what he's trying to get at is they're lefty takes. Okay? They're saying things about NFTs that are from a leftist perspective, and people are repeating that aren't leftists, and they're doing it because they like the creator, not because they've actually thought about it themselves, right? Okay, listen, you guys are retarded, okay? Like, you guys are so fucking autistic. Oh, he's not, that's not what Marxism is. Who fucking cares? It's very easy to understand what he means. You are like people that point out someone's misspelling when you understand what they say anyway, okay? It's very obvious that this guy is saying that people like Dan Olson are criticizing it from an ideological perspective, okay? They're not criticizing it from I've actually thought about this and this is what, it's ideological for them. And that's true. I've seen Dan Olson's NFT video. But it's not obvious. Really? You don't think it's obvious that he's saying these people are criticizing NFTs from a ideologically leftist perspective? You don't think that's clear what he means by that? And it's why those fucking freaks over at the YouTube drama subreddit love H-Bomber Guy. I mean, a lot of them came on from the H-Bomber Guy stuff. I thought this was obvious and crucial to fixing the problem for artists, but to the average person, I know they might not even care about that. It's just a distraction. It doesn't matter, okay? I'll explain. If you don't understand, that's fine. The point he's making is Dan Olson is making a leftist critique of NFTs. People that aren't necessarily leftists may be repeating it, and they're doing it because, you know, they like the person, or they've got a thing against NFTs already, but they are making leftist arguments without even necessarily realizing it, right? I think it's significant footnote. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, fucking hell, man. There's a lot of words here. I mean, Jesus Christ. Well, no, it's not this. Okay. It's not. Okay. I don't know what this guy thinks. I don't think that you can say that the entire thing is wrong because it's leftist. Like, that would be doing it in the opposite way. But I just think it's true that a lot of the, like, Dan Olson is a fucking lefty, H-Bomber Guy's a lefty, and so on and so on. Although, funnily enough, despite being a fucking lefty, he seemed to have a very big concern for property rights when it came to fucking Somerton, but that's besides the point. You know. Like, yeah, these video essayists do trend that way, and people repeat the arguments, and they might not even necessarily agree with the fundamental ideology, but they just repeat the arguments because they're like the fucking YouTuber, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not an NFT guy, right? I don't really, yeah. Okay. I thought this was obvious and crucial to fixing the problem for artists, but to the average person, I know they might not even think or care about that. I think it's a significant footnote, and unfortunately, I'll have to point out whenever I talk about digital ownership or even try to encourage artists to be entrepreneurial. The idea of anyone trading an asset for a profit means that collecting valuables is incompatible with his revolutionaries. And so through morally relativistic thinking, they will unflinchingly lie about me or do immoral things for the greater good, which to them means destroying the potential for a new type of market. So yeah, I think what he's trying to say here is that, you know, and it was quite clear he was critical of the shillers of NFTs who were misrepresenting it or whatever, right? But I think he's trying to say that people instinctively spread lies about NFTs because their favorite lefty creator has said as much, and that creates FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, which means that artists don't capitalize on what could be beneficial to them because they're concerned about all of the fucking negativity about NFTs. When if there was a more honest conversation, you could say, okay, well, selling it as an investment is wrong, but fundamentally, if you want to sell an NFT to someone and they agree to buy it from you, then that's between the two of you and that's fine. And it's kind of fucked up that artists have to suffer a good opportunity because people are retarded and make broad brush statements about it. NFTs lost value and see you're doing exactly that, right? NFTs lost value and crashed because they're a bad idea. Yeah, which fucking lefty fucking content creator did you get that idea from? Okay? NFTs are neutral in and of themselves, okay? They're just a thing, right? Now, I personally do agree with the view of like, yeah, it's like a problem looking for a solution looking for a problem. Sure, that's a fair criticism or whatever, right? But fundamentally, if you are like, right, I've done this cool piece of art, okay? If you want to give me money to own the code on the blockchain that demonstrates the uniqueness of this art, then, and the other person goes, that's a cool idea. I like that. I'll buy it from you. Who's getting hurt? Who's getting harmed? What's a bad idea about that? How am I... You guys are fucking retarded. How am I sweeping for NFTs? I'm not sweeping for NFTs. I'm just saying I understand where this guy's coming from. The artists probably could have benefited from NFTs, but there was so much retarded shit said about them that people were put off, meaning they didn't do it when they probably could have done and it was fine. You are proving the point right now. You are proving the point right here, right now, in real time, as I say the correct things, and you're saying, you're wrong, Chud. You're wrong. My favorite lefty YouTuber said NFTs are worthless, actually. A collectible is worth as much as someone is willing to pay for it, you fucking moron. Okay? Go and look at a fucking old coin from fucking the 1600s. The value of the gold in it is probably worth about 500 quid. But because of what it is, it's worth more because people want to buy it for that price as a collectible. Okay? Most NFTs are dross. Most NFTs are fucking shit, right? I said earlier, the fucking Bored Ape Yacht Club stuff was cringe and gay and stupid and it fucked it all up, okay? But what I'm trying to get across is if an artist wants to say, hey, I've done a cool piece of art. You can own the blockchain aspect or whatever for this much money. And you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Let's trade. Boom. There we go. No issue. No problem. Totally fine. But because you had retards on both sides, it wasn't just the fucking FUD people. It was also retards that were shilling it as an investment. Okay. It totally fucked it up. So you guys are just doing the thing. Oh yeah, well, this lefty YouTuber said they're real bad, actually. There are obviously criticisms of NFTs, which I've said myself, I agree. The idea that it is this solution looking for a problem and all this stuff, and we can do medical contracts with them and stuff like that. But, just think outside of the box for just a second and recognize, what this guy's trying to get across. And there is a point that he's making that's reasonable, okay? That's it. That's all you have to do. But instead, you're so sidecucked. You're like, no, actually, Chud, NFT's bad. Similar to our original has more value than prints, which have more value than unauthorized reproductions. Lots of people can reproduce historical paintings, but people want the original with the story of ownership that goes with it. Yeah, I mean, the thing is yeah, it was just massively oversold. All these fucking retards ruined it too by being like, buy it as an investment, guys. This is going to go up in value. Da 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 da. Nerd is gay for caring about artists so much. Well, I tell you why. I just described it. I literally described it then, and then it immediately started happening in chat, right? It is just true. The well has been poisoned, and you've got all these fucking freak leftoid idiots who have made arguments about it. Some of the arguments are good, but people don't think for themselves. They listen to the Dan Olsen video and just are like, oh, fucking gaping mouth. Oh, yeah, Dan Olsen's right. NFTs are real bad. Oh my God, I'm going to repeat that endlessly and not even think about it. Right? That is exactly what's happened here. It's not even fucking sweeping. I'm never going to buy an NFT. I'm never going to sell an NFT. I'm never going to buy an NFT. But because I'm not retarded, I can read what someone says and go, okay, I can see where they're coming from. And I think this guy is right in the point he made in the other video, that people have completely poisoned the idea of NFTs by lying about it and being dishonest. TLDR, I don't want the artists to suffer, and they do, and so here we are. I'm being smeared in those echo chambers, and people are saying I moved to the other team, but that's a made-up narrative. Even those people who are lying to each other that I fell off... What the fuck, dude? I don't... In a petty way, is a tactical lie to make my voice seem quieter in the future. Sorry to have to say this for myself, but I'm not and I haven't. I'm still working hard, trying to have a positive impact on the topics I cover, and I do my best to make every video better than the last. Thank you for reading, and I'll get back to it now. You're wrong for thinking people only dislike NFTs because of Dan Olsen. There are some people who are smart enough who have actually thought about the issue and for their own personal ideology. Because ideology comes into this too, right? Your personal ideology on this will have an impact on what you think about NFTs. But people don't think about their own view on something. They just repeat the point of their favorite YouTuber who made a big takedown video saying NFTs are bad. NFTs are neutral. Of course they are. What is wrong with that statement? It's just a fucking, what is it? It's a, you know, it's a thing that shows something on a blockchain. I'm not invested. I don't have a single penny invested in any of that shit. NFTs were made to be predatory. You've got no idea what you're talking about. You just have got no idea. You do not. You've made it very clear you've got no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean NFTs were made to be predatory, you fucking retard? That's not what happened at all. NFTs are just a piece of technology and people used it in predatory ways. They weren't made to be predatory. It's like saying, oh, I've got a computer here, and because there's fucking, you know, rape porn on it, oh, it's made to be predatory. No, it's a piece of technology that can be used for good or for bad, or for nothing, or whatever. Fucking hell. It's like saying, oh, cars are made to kill people because sometimes people get killed in car accidents and people drive badly. It's like, dude. Stupid. I mean, wait a second. Okay, but Delta Force. Okay, now you're making a different argument. I'm not talking about investment. If we want to talk about investments, right? Oh, I'm interested in investments. I would not be talking about NFTs at all in the first place because they're not an investment. You should not purchase an NFT ever as an investment because that's just, you know, that's like gambling. You might as well just go to the casino and put all your money on fucking black, okay? If you want to invest, go and invest in like a big fund of blue chip companies if you want to be safe. Go and run riskier fucking funds if you want to be a bit riskier. You know, if you think you've got the ability, go and invest in fucking stocks and shares of companies that you think are going to do well, you know. Right? So you're making it about investments, but it's not about investments. You're doing the thing I'm talking about because you're buying into the narrative.
Are inherently predatory are the same kind of folks to but a Stalin or Mao Funko Pop unironically for the cause.
Thank you for the $5.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
I still love you, Chud, even if you're an NFT.
Thank you for the $10, silly goober. 99% of online discussion related to NFTs investment though. Retard! That's what I fucking said! Yes, I said it's been poisoned! Oh my god. Listen to what I'm saying! I've said already, yes, the conversation has been poisoned by people that are shilling it like an investment. Correct! That's part of the problem and now you're playing into it, idiot! Fucking hell. Can you genuinely not look at this and not think, okay, I can see where this guy's coming from. Yes, he's spurgy. Yes, he's fucking whatever. But, like, the points he's making are not insane. Like, it's just, you know, there's a point to be made here about all this. Pet Rock, 1975 collectible toy by Gary Dahl in custom packaging, imitating pet carriers. Fad lasted 6 months, peaked in December 1975. Sold over 1 million for $4 each. Dahl became a millionaire. Wait, what is that? I'm spurging out, true. Nerd City's energy is fucking rubbing off on me. Now, also, I've actually, you know, I've spoken to people who aren't completely retarded, who, you know, like, it was a good vessel with which artists could benefit from, but it got completely poisoned by all of the retardation on all sides about it, you know? Because again, if an artist does a piece of art and says, hey, I've got a piece of art I'm going to sell you, and also on top of that, if you buy this art, you'll get a little bit of code. And it's like a unique marker for this piece of art. Then yeah, that's, you know. Marx is the force. No, he's not saying that. He's not saying that at all. All he's saying is that people are presenting arguments which are infused with leftist ideology, and people are repeating that as their own argument without thinking about whether they actually agree with it or not, because their favorite YouTuber said it. Anyway, God, you guys are so insufferable. It's so funny to see the exact thing that this guy's talking about happening in real time in my chat. People can just not fucking engage with the NFT conversation without, you know, going insane. There's always an implication of it being an investment. There doesn't have to be. That's completely and utterly wrong, and you're retarded. Again, you're buying into the narrative that has been perpetuated by retards on the internet. Chud, if you sell your hair with a serial number, does it hold value? I'll repeat it again. A collectible item has as much value as someone is willing to pay for it. So if I've got a piece of hair, of my own hair, with a serial number, and someone wants to pay $1 for it, it's worth $1. If someone wants to pay $1 million for it, it's worth $1 million. Do you guys understand how collectibles work? Do you actually get it? Do you understand any of this shit? Okay? Like, it's simple. It is so fucking simple. The Beanie Babies, which are made of nothing, or like made of fucking what? Cloth and fucking whatever, can be worth insane amounts of money.
The tool isn't bad. It's the actors who abuse it. Literally the American argument, guns aren't bad. Bad actors with guns are bad.
Thank you very much for the super chat. It's because Chad is... Oh, you're just a troll. Toby Fox, you're not going to catch me out today. I don't... Dude, it's not about supporting or... Dude, you guys are fucking just trying to wind me up. I don't know what's going on with my camera as well. That's pissing me off too. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, that's wonderful. But
hey! Smoky Guru, thank you for the 10 gifted subs.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
People bought Beanie Babies exclusively for speculative future value. I mean, well, I mean...
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make
some people maybe did, but other people bought them because they're a toy. It It wasn't exclusively for that, right? Some people bought them because they were a toy.
Okay, that's
Unless that's the
wonderful.
point you're
But
making.
how do I make money off depressed people?
Castro became a member.
Chud is going to be shilling Dink Doink
Okay,
next
that's
week.
wonderful. But
True.
how do I make money
Anyway,
off
guys.
depressed people?
So anyway, that's the little bit
became a
about
member.
NFTs over. Okay. Right?
Okay, that's
I'm
wonderful.
here to
But
announce
how do I
now
make money off
the
depressed people?
fantastic
Yes,
range
the pizzle
of
became a
Chud
member.
NFTs, which you can own, okay, for a starting price of 1 Ethereum.
Okay, that's
Let us
wonderful.
begin the
But how do I
auction.
make